Okay, here we have the anterior side of the patella. Down at the bottom of it we have the apex. Towards the top of it is the base. So, and then as we flip it over, we're able to look at the sides of this. This area over here is called the lateral facet. This is called the medial facet. This area down here is the area for the infrapatellar fat pad. And then the last thing that we have to know on the patella is the vertical ridge that basically just runs right in the middle.
So this is your tibial tuberosity, and it's going to be anterior. And this is your medial malleolus, and it's going to be obviously medial because it's your medial malleolus. So this is going to be a right tibia. So now that you're oriented, on the top you're going to have these two bumps, and those are going to be your tubercles of your intercondylar eminence. These are both your condyles. This is your medial malleolus. So that's going to be your medial condyle and your lateral condyle. So this is just in between the condyles, so your intercondylar eminence. The bumps are the tubercles. Let's see, also up here we have Gertie's tubercle right here, and it's going to be on the lateral side. And that's where your IT band attaches, and that's Gertie's tubercle. And then, let's see, this flat part right here, also on the lateral side, is where the head of your fibula is going to articulate. So that's going to be the articular surface, or the articular facet for the head of the fibula. Let's see, this darkened line right here, it starts on the lateral side, so same side as your fibula, where your fibula is going to be. It starts there, and it's going to go down towards your medial side, and it's on the posterior side of your tibia. That's going to be your soleal line, just right there. And then I'm trying to remember the other terms. On the side, again the lateral side, we're going to have our interosseous border right here. And then we're going to have our anterior border right here. And then our medial border is going to be on the medial side, so it's going to be in between. It's just going to be right here. It's your medial border. So it's going to be yeah, it's your medial border? No, surface. What's the term? Surface?
Yeah, medial surface, and then the medial border is just below.
Yeah, so we have, anyway, I guess we haven't covered this. This is your fibular notch. So that's where your fibula goes. It's on the other side of your medial malleolus. And what else are we missing?
Articular facet for the head of the fibula.
Articular facet for the head of the fibula is right here. Groove for, well, there's a few grooves. Where's the first one? Groove for semimembranosus. It's going to be right here. It's kind of a bad one. Some of them, they're more, it's a deeper impression, but it's going to be on the medial side. Semimembranosus is your medial hamstring, so it's just this groove for semimembranosus. And then your other two grooves are going to be down here, and they're going to be on your posterior side. And the first one's going to be right here. This is your medial malleolus, so the groove right here next to your medial malleolus is going to be where your tibialis posterior and your flexor digitorum longus go, right here. So that's groove for tibialis posterior, I think is what he has. Yeah. And then groove for flexor hallucis longus is going to be right here, and it's really just a flat part on the bone. If you look on the cadaver, there's an actual like groove, but just know like the flat part's where your flexor hallucis longus goes. And what else am I missing? Oh, vertical line is going to be in between. So this is your interosseous border right here. And this is your pectineal line. So vertical line is going to just be in between the two, and I'm not very exact. So this is interosseous, that's soleal. So I would say this is your vertical line right here. in between your interosseous and soleal. I'd probably call that vertical line. Alright, I think
that's it.
That's it. Medial surface, medial border. I don't know if it clarified between those. Oh yeah, your medial border is right here. So you have your anterior border and then your medial border, which is really posterior medial, but that's your medial border. So that's why your medial surface is between your anterior border and your medial border. It's your medial surface.
Cool.
I think that's it.
Okay, with the fibula, being able to decide if it's a left or a right, you're going to have to look and find the malleolar fossa, which is at the bottom of it. And it's this little fossa, this little groove down here. And so that malleolar fossa is going to be down and on the inside of the leg and back. So looking at this, we have the lateral malleolus. It's on this side of the malleolar fossa. It's down and inside and back. So we know that this is a left fibula. Just analyzing the parts of the fibula, we have the head up here. The articular facet is on top here, which is the facet that just is the superior tibiofibular joint. You have the styloid process, which is actually just on the top right here. The interosseous border that will run right between the two of them. So as you're coming down from the head of the fibula, you're going to be coming right along here, and it's just basically this center line that makes up the interosseous border. Again, we have the lateral malleolus that's down here. That's going to be on the lateral side of your foot. And then the malleolar fossa, which is this little fossa right in here. And then the groove for the peroneus brevis is just right next to that. It just runs right, still on the posterior side of the fibula. And then the interior or inferior articular facet is just that place where it articulates with the tibia. So that's this area right here. Looking at the posterior side of them joined together, it's going to be the area that basically where these two meet.